Hey Cancers, it's Heather here with Earth Empress. I hope you guys are doing well. This is going to be your May mid-month check-in. It is general, as always, so please keep in mind, it's not going to resonate for absolutely everyone out there. If it doesn't seem to resonate for you guys, I always say please don't try to force things, please don't try to make them fit. There are a ton of amazing readers out there, so feel free to click on the links down below. It's going to be for a Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter in Cancer. And if you're cross-watching, this could very well resonate for your energy more versus the Cancer. As always, take it as it fits. Don't try to force things. Trust your gut, follow your intuition, guys. All right, Cancer, so let's see what we're getting for you guys. All right. Oh, wow. Huh. You guys are definitely in a period of transformation. Okay. All right, Cancer. So first things first, we have this Four of Pentacles coming out. Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo energy. Energy. It is, the Four of Pentacles, for me, it gets a bad rap because as a Taurus, I will say that stubbornness to me is not a bad trait. It is not a bad trait to hold on to things. It depends on what you're holding on to and if it's good for you and serves you or if it's something that's not so good. Well, in this case, I feel like it's very good. You have the Maiden of Swords here. So for me, this is you guys holding firm and sticking true to what your personal truth is. If you've made some decisions recently, spoken some truth, said some words, had, some kind of conversations that have been very brutally honest. It's like you bared your soul. You bared you were vulnerable. You were vulnerable. And I feel that especially with this Maiden of Cups here. Your emotions were heavily, like whatever you discussed, whatever truth came out, whatever conversations you had, they were from the soul. They were from a place deep inside your heart where you felt like it was time, like something had to be said, something had to be done, some kind of change needed to be made. And this is you guys at this period, at this point in time, making a decision to hold true to your inner truth, your guidance, what you were called to do. If this is something in a connection involving someone, I feel like whatever truth you spoke, it was something that you're holding firm to. You're not backing down, you're not changing your mind. Your soul's in this. This is for the good of your heart, the good of your soul, of your path. Because, you have the World card here right after. So, again, whatever truth that you have held on to and stood firm in, it's like you guys are standing your ground. You're stubbornly standing your ground. And it's because you know that it's either time to put an end to something in order for something new to begin, or to change the way, the cycles that you have been in. One of the two. Take it as it resonates. If you're changing cycles, if you have decided to release some things because you knew that there was lack, and like I said, it feels like you were holding on to truth for something that was hurting you. It's causing you pain. Six of Pentacles here. It's because you wanted a mutual give and take. You wanted something that was going to give to you as much as you gave. It's like there was an imbalance. Now, with the new cycle coming in, if that's what this is about you finding that balance in yourself and finally seeing some truth. The moon is all about, it's about illusions. It's about the unknown and what we don't always see and feelings and things deep within coming out to play. For me, it's also illumination. Sometimes this moon card, when it's around interacting with certain other ones, to me this speaks about illumination in your soul, bringing to light the fact that whatever this truth was for you, it was spoken from your heart, and it was because there was no mutual give and take here. There was no building going on, none of that, because it was something that was causing you more pain. It's like you were giving more than you were receiving, and it was, I don't want to just say burdening your soul, but it felt like it was burying your soul. And if you give that much, and you literally, you give and you give and you give and you give, and someone gives back half of what you give, eventually you're going to run out. They're going to be stacked and overflowed. And you are going to have nothing but lack. And that's painful. That's painful for anyone to go through. So this truth that you've spoken, this conversation you've had, it was for a purpose. It was for divine purpose, especially with the World card, because the World card is a major arcana. It's meant. Something that's meant to happen. You know, we are humans, we have free will, of course. But at the same token, things that are divinely guided and meant to come and cross our paths, that's going to happen one way or another. You can avoid it, push it off as long as you can, but when the time has come, the time has come. And again, the moon card here, that's the card of illumination. It's Pisces. I also get Cancer off of it. Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You have swords here. Aries, you could definitely do Aries. Okay. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. And then you have the World card here, which is, again, Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius, and oh gosh, Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, and Leo. Yeah, whatever decision that you guys made, whatever truth you're sticking to, I'm gonna say don't back down from it, because it's opened up your eyes a lot to things that you might not have seen before. It's like once you said your piece, you spoke your truth, you pulled back, and it's either, you know, you saw someone or something in a different light, and it kind of opened you up more, and you were like, whoa, like why? How did I not see this before? How did I not realize that? A Hierophant, Taurus energy, it's a spiritual teacher, spiritually in tune. So for some of you, this could have been some kind of connection commitment that opened you up to a different perspective, and it pushed you forward into your spirituality, because maybe you were battling someone over that. Maybe you were battling over being who you were. Let's see, we got Ten of Cups. Well, I mean, again, whatever decision you guys have made, I feel like it's for the best. Ten of Cups here, Three of Wands, Chariot, and King of Wands. So again, I said Aries earlier. There you go. There's your fire energy. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This Ten of Cups has fallen under this Four of Pentacles and this Maiden of Swords. So this truth that you're holding firm to, it's about your happiness and your fulfillment and what you need to be fulfilled. What you need in this life. What your soul needs in order to be nourished. And I feel like some of you were not getting that. Three of Wands, though, you're making a decision. You're making a decision moving forward towards your divine purpose. You are divinely guided. Oh, sorry, guys. Sorry, my battery is about to die. You're divinely guided right now. You're on a soul's path, a soul's calling. You know, things, a lot of the times, they're meant to happen for a reason. It's meant to illuminate us. It's meant to, you know, bring us closer to our spiritual path. And this Chariot, that's what it's doing. You're on your path. You've decided what your happiness is, what you need in your life, what you're not going to settle for. And then, of course, you have this King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. This one's fallen under the Six of Pentacles and the Moon. So that energy to me is, if you are connecting with a fire sign, there was some illumination as far as a lack of balance between a fire sign and yourself. And if this is you standing in this power, becoming more passionate, more in charge, more engaged, because you're sticking to your guns, you're sticking to your truth, you're deciding what your happiness is, and you're going for it, no holds barred, you are stepping into a King of Wands energy, which is very masculine, but it's very powerful. It's charismatic. It's embodying this fiery, creative presence. It's the entrepreneurial card. Maybe some of you guys, you've had some truths come in and it's inspired you to gain your independence and to move forward into your divine calling. And it's something that's passionate and creative and invigorating, and it ignites some kind of fire inside of you. Let's see what else we can get for you guys. I love that though, like if either or. And if it's connection with someone, you've had a lot of movement towards your realizations about some kind of imbalance that was illuminated. And whether or not this person you're connecting with, you know, I don't see any indicators right now that they have come to a realization. But I do see that you have come. Yeah. Seven of Swords. Wow. So usually this card is, they call it the sneaky sneak card. It's usually someone that can be deceptive. It can indicate infidelity, things like that. For me, that's not a be-all, end-all card. This is falling under that 3 of Wands and that 10 of Cups. 7 of Swords for me is also about discernment. It's about taking off the mask and saying, look, this isn't for me anymore. You stepping into your purpose, taking off the ego, the false masks, or someone around you. Maybe, the fire sign you're connecting with, finally taking off the mask and saying, look, this is who I am. This is who I really am. Maybe coming to realize that someone was wearing a false mask. That happens sometimes. Where, they, 3D, you were fit so well, and then underneath you're like, what? Whoa. Like, you didn't, but the mask comes off eventually. The mask comes off. It always does. And if this is your discernment, this is you, again, this is falling under that 10 of Cups, that 3 of Wands. This is your happiness. This is you deciding, like, where do you want to be and what do you want, and cutting out every little thing that does not align with that. Yeah, this 9 of Pentacles, I was just talking about, you guys, gaining the independence, deciding you want to charge forward. If that's you embodying that fire energy, well, 9 of Pentacles, that is the independent lady right there. Male or female, take it as it resonates, but the 9 of Pentacles is about that independence. It's stepping into your power. It's owning who you are. It's bringing the abundance your way. It's bringing the, the business, the connections, the friendship, everything. It's bringing it all into play because you are in your power, your divine power. And when you step into that, you can't help but shine a light and bring to you people that are like-minded. Don't get me wrong. You can totally flip a switch and bring moths too. You can bring people that want to absorb your energy. But that 7 of Swords, the discernment, the deciding, no, that's not for me. If you're wearing a false mask, I ain't got time for you. That's what that is. I feel like more than anything, that's what it is. It's you deciding that you don't have time for people that put on a false mask, that have these false perceptions they send out to everyone else, and then you see the real them underneath that's illuminated, that moon card. You're not going to tolerate that anymore, and you're not going to surround yourself with people like that. Queen of Pentacles. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Maybe, for some of you, I feel like this is you finally getting grounded. You hit that 9 of Pentacles energy, which is that independence. And then that Queen of Pentacles, she sits back in her power. The Queen does not chase anyone. She sits back in her power. She's nurturing, she's loving, she's kind, she's caring. But, as you can see in the card, I love this artwork. The bear's sleeping. And it's like, okay, as long as you come at me in alignment, you come at me the right way, it's fine. I'm prosperous, I'm happy, I'm content, I will love you, I will nurture you. But if you come at me sideways, that bear's not going to be sleeping anymore. That bear is going to get woken up. You don't want that bear to wake. I feel like that's what it is. You're standing in that power, and you're like, look, this is me. This is me. I'm building, I'm, prosperous, I'm abundant, I am grounded, and I am in alignment. And I'm not going to tolerate being around people that no longer have that wavelength, that no longer care. It's like someone's not seeing your divine power, and you're not going to be around people like that anymore. You're not going to be around people that don't recognize the strength you have within yourself, because you have a lot of strength. You're sticking to your guns. That takes a lot. That takes a lot, guys. Hey, that Taurus stubbornness, that 4 of Pentacles, pays off. It really does. All right, so what else can we get for you guys? Let's see. Just see if I can get 1 or 2 more cards, and then we'll get to these oracle cards. 5 of Cups. So, yeah, whoever you were connecting with, 10 of Swords. That one flipped right out. Yeah, you guys are putting it into something. It doesn't have to be romantic. It can be friends, family, whatever, energies, situations. But at the end of the day, you're putting down something that made you, I don't want to just say feel depressed. 5 of Cups for me is an indicator of that. Someone that made you feel low. Low vibration, brought you down, and it doesn't feel particularly malicious, but they brought you down. They brought you down emotionally. They probably made you second guess your worth, second guess yourself, especially with that truth that you needed to speak, the 6 of Pentacles, the lack. It's like there was lack going on, and you were the one that was made to feel like you weren't giving enough. But this is clearly an end to it. It's an end to feeling like this, which is phenomenal because you guys should not feel like this. Those aren't your swords to carry. Lay them down. That's not your, swords are mental things. It's like you guys have been in anxiety over the feelings that not good enough. I keep getting not good enough or not enough or never enough. And that's not your swords to carry. The swords that they're putting in you, those are their thoughts, their perception. What they're seeing, that's for them to carry, not you. That has nothing to do with you or your worth. Don't ever second guess or question it. Never. Y'all got me like, you got me in my Taurus mode right now. I'm feeling like a protective mama bear. I am. Because no one deserves that. No one deserves, whether intentional or not, you don't deserve to ever second guess your worth. Ever. Don't do it. Family, high flying, and sensual expression. Yeah. So it's funny because this Queen of Pentacles energy, a lot of people don't realize that, a lot of the earth signs, we're earthy for a reason. We are very sensual beings. So when you get grounded and you get that vibration and that alignment in tune, you're going to, like I was talking about, the light that you emit, you're going to emit this essence of just like, not necessarily femininity. You can take it that way if you want, but it feels like the divine feminine principle to me. It's being that light, it's being that nurturer, it's putting it out there, and it's a natural thing for you, because the more you get creative, the more you get lit up, the more you're on fire, the more you're going to express yourself that way. You can't help it. It's because you guys high flying. You are in a period of transformation right now. So whatever you have been going through, it is for a greater purpose. Know that. As much and as crappy as that sounds a lot of the time when you're like, really? I don't want to know that. It's because you're high flying. Your vibrations are lifting up. You are in a period now where before, when you felt like you were lacking, you weren't enough, you were so low vibrational, you couldn't receive, you couldn't level up, you couldn't move up. Now you're in a period of getting back in tune with who you are, knowing your worth, recognizing your power, and you're flying high. Family. This card it's about a soul family, your soul's tribe. It can be blood family, it can be friendships, it can be whoever you surround yourself with that supports you, encourages you, loves you, and recognizing the potential and the power you have within yourself. That's where you need to focus on right now. Not the people that lack, that make you feel like this. Spend time with people at places, doing things that make you feel at home. Make you feel at home in yourself. I love that. That's going to be the title. Feeling at home in yourself. This is my favorite one, guys. This is the crow. It's my spirit animal. You're receiving messages right now. You are some spiritually soulful beings. And being in a vibration like that is really hard, especially when you are deeply intense, deeply spiritual, and insightful, because you feel it 10 times more. This is the dolphin. This is about relationships, people that bring out the child in you. So my advice here is you are spiritually being led and guided right now to do your passion, your calling, your purpose, and surround yourself with your tribe. Surround yourself with people that are going to lift your vibrations, that are going to bring the happiness, bring the laughter, bring out the inner child within you, because that's going to push you further in your spirituality, but also in your path. And it's going to bring your vibrations up so much higher to where you're going to have opportunities and things coming in that you'd never imagined, that you can't find if you're stuck in that low vibration, I'm not enough. You are more than enough, always. Don't forget it. All right, Cancer, that's going to be it for your mid-month check-in. I went a little longer than expected, but that's okay. We get the messages out, and I don't stop till I get it out fully. So I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of the month, and I will see you in a couple weeks. Love and light.